In your testimony, you mentioned reorganizing divisions within the Energy Department, including refocusing the Office of Fossil Energy on its original mission of supporting fossil energy production. Thank you. Will you discuss how the department plans to strengthen this mission and find innovative ways to help achieve the President's goal of energy independence through the reorganization of the Office of Fossil Energy?
Yes, thank you. So it's actually one of our smaller budgets, the Office of Fossil Energy. Even though it's over 80% of American energy, when I was born, it was sort of mid-80%. It's mid-80% today. So it's the dominant source of energy in the United States and the world, but it's been a commercial success for a long time. Doesn't need a lot of involvement from the department, except for permitting, getting out of the way, issuing LNG permits so you can build infrastructure. But we do have some money to invest in next generation technology. So there is some research funding in the fossil energy. The part that was removed was several $100 million that was focused on reducing greenhouse gases. I've written about climate change for 20 years, so it's a very real thing. But funding things that take a ton of carbon out of the atmosphere at a several $100 cost. And if you look at what's the benefit from reducing that ton of carbon, that's this so-called social cost of carbon, which is very hard to calculate. But the previous administration went through torturous math of almost no discount rate and assumed that agricultural productivity declines despite the 50-year upward trend, that people won't get air conditioning as the planet gets a little warmer. They did all sorts of just crazy, they use a climate scenario that's been widely dismissed as completely implausible called RCP 8.5, and they stretched it up to $100 for the social cost of a ton of carbon. So if that's the negative impact, should we spend $300 to reduce a cost that maybe is $100? That's a stretch. A more credible estimate maybe is $10 or $20. And then America's only 4% of the global population. So should we spend $300 to save a quarter? That's, clearly that math just doesn't add up. The department will continue to support technologies to maybe find better ways to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. It is a real issue, but we should be credible about it and not just throwing money out of it, because it's expensive. And for a coal plant, for example, to do sequestration, basically you lose a third of the power out of the plant to inject the CO2 underground. So as you and I, when we first connected, we're about common sense. Things that make sense. If we can spend $1 and get $2 of benefit, we'll do that every day and on Sundays too. But we want to critically look at things. Is this making our country better? Is this making our world better or not? Thank you, Senator.
Thank you. Your approach is very refreshing. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.